indicator we're going to go into is going to be called the Bollinger Bands. So you should find it right here, called Bull. So I don't always use Bollinger Bands, but when I do, they work pretty well. So we're going to go head over here. Bull. So basically, top band equals shorting opportunity. Middle band equals bounce. And I'll go over this. I'm just taking notes. Bottom band equals call opportunity. So I'm going to let you guys write this down. So you can screenshot this. Yeah, he's right. The middle band is the 20 SMA. I just call it the middle band, but you can write it 20 SMA right here. Okay, so now let's get into how we're going to use this. So, like I said, the top band, when it comes to the top band, it's a shorting opportunity. When it's on the middle band, you can look to bounce. And when it's on the bottom band, you can look for a call opportunity. Let me show you a perfect example. So, right here, we're riding the top band. We ride it all the way up. And we see this red candle on the top band. That gives me a shorting opportunity. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to ride it. We see a red candle on the top band. We're going to short it. So now we short it all the way down to our middle band, which is our 20 SMA. From our middle band, let me delete this. There's two things that can happen. From this middle band, we can either bounce back up to the Bollinger Band, or we're going to go below it. Once we go below the middle Bollinger Band, we know that it's going to come to the bottom band. And after the bottom band, what does it do? It bounces to the middle band. And now once we're at the middle band, we either know it's going to bounce through this and go to the top band, or it's going to reject the middle band and bounce right back down to the Bollinger. And what does it do? It went to the top band and bounced back. So that's called the rejection of the 20 SMA, and it goes back here. So what you can do now is try to go ahead and buy a call again. So you buy a call right here. We call, we're going to call. It hits our 20 SMA. Let me zoom this in. Hits our 20 SMA. And what does it do? It doesn't reject this time. It breaks. So now what it's going to do is going to go to the top SMA. So on. Let's go to another pathway where we can see this. Let's actually use this with space. Space is a good example of this. So this is a really good example. So you see space riding, hits the bottom band. We're going to buy calls here now. We ride calls, perfect, just because it hit our bottom band. We ride calls to the 20 SMA, and we wait. Does it reject? If it rejects, we're going to buy puts down here and sell our calls. If it bounces through, we're going to ride our calls all the way up to this top band. And what does it do? It goes all the way to the top band, comes down, rides SMA, and what does it do? It doesn't break below SMA, so it rides back up to the top band. That's exactly how you would play it. You would make a perfect call right there from a bounce from this bottom band right here. This is a 5-minute time frame. You can use this on 5-minute and 15-minute. You can use it for swings too. It's honestly for everything. So now, end of day right here, we see this it's on the top band. It closes on the top band. It's probably a good shorting opportunity again, just to go right back down to either the middle SMA. And if it breaks the middle SMA, we're going down to this bottom band. Does that make sense? How you can play this. So you're playing the bounce from the bottom to the middle SMA. Then from the middle SMA, you're seeing if it breaks to the top band or if it rejects back to the bottom band, vice versa. This is the middle EMA. It's basically your middle band. Perfect. One more example. Okay, let's use the BA. Let's go to the 15-minute chart now and use BA. Okay, so right here. So we see BA spike in the morning. We see a complete spike in the morning, and it's actually now is outside of the top Bollinger Band. So now we can look to short it. We short it from the outside of the top Bollinger Band, and what does it do? It goes down, down, down. And we can also confirm a downtrend because it went underneath our VWAP, which we just went over. And then under VWAP, what does it do? It comes to the middle SMA, but it does break through. So you can sell right here because this is also a hammer. So this is a bullish hammer, on candle. So you would actually know to sell right here. And what does it do? So it rejects here and it goes right back up, basically the top band. Does that make sense? Perfect. So that's the Bollinger Band right there. Second is we're going to use our pivot points. And for our pivot points, we're going to go to, what stock is good for pivot points? This is the thing. Yeah, he is right. When the bands get super tight, you see when these bands get really tight, it means a big move is about to happen. And what happens? Boom. Vice versa. It can go the opposite way too. So let's look at AMD for instance. AMD is a good one to use pivot points on. So pivot points, again, if you don't see it up here, you're going to go to all, and you're going to find your pivot point here. So pivot points is good for people that aren't really comfortable with making their own resistance and supports. It basically combines money flows and actual levels of previous supports and resistance. So let's actually go over this. So pivot points. Pivot points equals support plus resistance. You have your R1, R2, and R3. These are your resistance. Then you have your P equals break even. And then you have your S1, your S2, and your S3 equals supports. Let me know when everyone has that written down. Consolidation and break even, same thing. Okay. This is for pivot points. This is an indicator we have called pivot points right here. So let's turn off our bull bands real quick and let's go over this. So this is how we would play AMD. So say AMD is all the way back. Let's go on the 5 minute real quick so it's easier to see. Delete all this, delete all that. Okay, so today, this is what happened. So today, AMD crossed up here, but it started consolidating around resistance 1, and it couldn't really break it. We see a bunch of these bearish candles right here. So we notice an indication that it's having a struggle beating R1 right here. So what happens? If you're seeing that it has such a struggle beating it up here with all these shooting stars, these are shooting stars, we can see that we can take a shorting opportunity here since it's having struggle beating our R1. So then we take a short here, and what did we do? We ride it all the way back to break even. And at break even, you can either sell right here if we bounce, or you can ride it down. And you see it broke below our break even, and it rode even more down. The price target from there was actually going to be S1, but it ended up recovering. You still would have made a very nice gain if you basically shorted it from R1. You saw it struggling, you short it there, and it goes all the way down. What happens after that? So it starts recovering. This is where you can buy calls. After it breaks the break even again, you can buy calls here. It acts as a new support. The new support. So yeah, the new support right here, what you're going to do, you're going to buy calls. It breaks over it. We ride it. Goes over our VWAP, which is a bullish indicator. And you can literally, this will be over even more than 20% right here. And you would scale out. You would scale out right around here, even around here. So that's a perfect example of a short and a call opportunity with pivot points. Yeah, here are the notes. The website of that is called Weeble Desktop. These are regular candles. Yeah, these are regular candles. All right, let's find another opportunity that we could have had here. I'm trying to find here, perfect opportunity. So say you missed this call up for AMD. This was around the 6th. This is around the 6th. What time frame? 1 hour and 1 day for swings. Okay, so look, we ride it up, and we see it's rejecting R1 resistance again. So what you can do here is you can buy shorts, you can buy puts. And what happens when you buy puts at R1, because it's having a hard time breaking through, boom, it drops all the way back down to break even, and it falls below break even, and you can sell here. Perfect shorting indicator right there. And it goes over again. Now it's consolidating here. You can sell your puts around here after you see an uptrend confirm. And now you see a consolidation. What you're doing now is you can either buy calls here and ride it up to here, but you can wait for a clear uptrend. No clear uptrend happened. Now we're on break even again. It falls below break even, buy puts again, because this is your new support and it fell below your new support. So we buy puts right here. And what happens? The puts literally ride all the way down to our support 1. And from our support 1, it breaks it even more. It actually bounces here from our support 1. So look at that. Easy shorting opportunities with pivot points. This is how you know exactly how to do. What happens again the next day? Rides up to break even, rejects break even. Now we see a clear downtrend to support 1. This is an easy way to play this right here. AMD. Does that make sense? What questions do you have about pivot points? Does anyone have any questions about pivot points? How do you feel about? I don't use Hikanashi candle. I don't really like that. Does anyone have questions about pivot points? How do we place them? Oh, you don't need to place it. It automatically places it for you. See, you just press it and it automatically does it for you. How? Wait. You can use pivot points on anything, honestly. Hold on. Oh, I missed someone's question. I'm trying to read it. How do I get the support lines? Look, guys, it's easy. You literally just press the pivot point indicator and it comes up with everything. And it follows it perfectly. You can use pivot points are on every single time frame. This is Weeble Desktop. Okay, let's move on to the next one now. So now we're going to go into our MACD. So I'm actually going to flip over to here because MACD is easier to read over here. So let's look at space. Okay, this is a perfect example right here. Let's flip the page and start talking about MACD. Or I may already have MACD notes. Let me see if I can go ahead and find them. I have a bunch of notes here, guys. Oh, guys, I'm going to have all my candle notes posted soon. I'm going to have all this posted very, very soon. Oh, let's see if I can find this. All right, look, MACD. Take a screenshot of this, boys, and read it over. I'm 18. Okay, so this is what happens. So mine are a little bit different, but pretend my white line is a yellow line. So when our blue EMA crosses the white line, EMA, it means the price is going to the upside, which is bullish. When the blue EMA crosses the yellow line, to the downside, it means that we're going in a bearish trend. Okay, so look. Pretend right here that our white line is yellow. So can we play this? And look, this is a perfect example. So we see space, the blue line is over, and right when the blue line crosses below, it's in a bearish movement right now. And if you bought puts right there, look how much. You went from $33 on space all the way down to $27. And look, the blue line followed all the way down. You would have been banking on puts right here. Vice versa. Say, let's go to a different indicator, like BA. All right, here's a perfect example of BA. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So right here, we see it's in a bearish trend, And then we see the MACD cross over, and it starts going over, and now it's in a bullish momentum. So if you would have bought down here at 220 and swung this when the MACD curled, it's sitting around literally 240 now. You would have had a perfect buy-in right here, right when you saw MACD curl. MACD works on every single time frame. I'll show my favorite candles at the end. How about that? After my indicators, I'll show my favorite candles. So does everyone understand MACD? Basically, when the blue line curls up, we're in a bullish movement. And when the blue line curls down, we're in a bearish movement. And the price action sees that. What do you mean the histogram of MACD? So the white line is basically your EMA. It's going to be an EMA. Estimated moving average. Basically what we're looking at is for the blue line to cross our yellow line every single time. Pretend this white line is a yellow line because yours is going to be yellow. We're looking for our blue line, our blue EMA to cross our yellow EMA. Wherever the blue EMA goes, that's where the price action is going to fall to. Look, right here. Look at this. AMD. AMD is in a clear uptrend. Right when the EMA crosses down, what happens? The stock starts falling down. That's how you can read it. You see? Okay, so when the blue line crosses down, we're in a bearish trend. When the blue line crosses up, we're in a bullish trend. Right here, the blue line crossed down, the stock went down. All right, so that's that indicator. Now, let's go over RSI. I have a perfect RSI cheat sheet that will help a lot of you guys. Hold on, let me see. Oh, do I not have my cheat sheet? Crap. Wait, maybe I have it right here. Let me see. Oh, I do have it. Okay, don't mind this stuff. Don't mind that. Just look at this top part. Screenshot this. I have a Discord coming out soon. Just letting you know. All right, look. So, we're looking right here, like I said, 20-30 range, look for a double bottom bounce. Here's a perfect example. We see right here, we got a 24 range and a 24 range. We see a double bottom form on RSI. What happens? It spikes right after. Same with the price action, it spikes right here. You see that? Just because we got a double bottom right here, and then we get a boom. So you want to look for oversold double bottoms, and that will spike it. How you turn this on is the exact same thing. You want to go ahead and find the RSI indicator. It basically shows you how overbought or how oversold and how healthy it is. So now at 40 to 50, we're looking for a buy zone, potential spike or bull support. So now we're looking at 40-50 range. So look, right here. The stock is in a 40-50 range, so we can start scaling in right here. You see, it says 40 to 50. We're scaling in right here because it's a bull support zone. What happens after we start scaling in? Boom, massive spike, because that's a bull support zone, and we see this massive uptrend start happening. You see that? Guys, if you want all these notes, look at this. I'll retweet all these notes on my Twitter. I'll retweet them tonight so you guys can see. Go follow me here. I'll be posting them tonight here. StockDreamss 2 S's. Okay. So then we spike. Now, after we spike, we're looking for a sell zone. So look, this is actually 70. 70 to 90, bull's resistance zone, and we're looking to sell. So right here, we see that it's literally at 70% right here. At 70, the stock's a little overbought, and we're now in a bearish territory, and we're looking to sell. So right after that happens, if you bought puts right here, after it was in a bearish territory, it fell right back down. You see that? Perfectly done. And now also you can keep this in mind. 55 to 65 is bear's resistance zone. So bears, if we can't beat the 55 to 65 RSI, we're gonna look to drop back down. Where can we see that? Look. So if we buy at 40 to 50, so we buy at 40 to 50 RSI right here. So this is 50. We can ride it all the way up to 65 to 60. And if we can't break above that, we're gonna go ahead and start selling off. So take your profits here, and we're gonna start selling off. Perfectly. See how I said 55 to 65? We reach 55 to 65 right here, and we start selling off. I'm gonna let you guys take another look at these notes right here. Does RSI make sense? Let me know. Does RSI make sense? Let me know. I mean, you can use the RSI and everything. This is the 5-minute chart for RSI. You can literally day trade off this. Like, you can literally have just this indicator on, and RSI will tell you everything to do. If you follow these steps right here, you can know what to do and how to literally buy stocks without using any super hard strategies. If you just dedicate yourself to learning this RSI, I showed you guys it works. 20 double bottom RSI, you buy calls. Calls work out, boom. It's in the 65 territory, you're at a bull's resistance, you're going to sell off, boom. Over here, you see a double bottom, calls, boom. 50, 60, you start buying in here, and then boom to 70. Now at 70, we start selling off. It works, guys. This works. Screenshot this. Yeah, so bull's resistance is basically like, that's where the bears are stepping in now. That's where the bears want to buy puts, and you're going to have a battle. Yeah, RSI you can really, like, if RSI is 2030, you can look to buy in. All right, perfect. Now let's move on. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably don't have this volume shelf right here. A lot of you guys don't have this, right? A lot of you guys don't use if you don't have TrendSpider or Webull Desktop, if you don't have TrendSpider or TradingView, you can't use this. So you also want to have your volume on. Volume is always good because whenever you see these massive spikes in a green uptick, it usually helps justify your RSI, and it helps justify the actual stock boosting. You see, when we have massive green volume, the stock boosts up there. When we start having a decline in volume, like we see here, we start selling off in volume, the actual stock starts selling off in volume. It should be on TradingView, right? If you search up, this is what it's called. Let me show you guys what it's called. It's called volume by price. Oh, that's weird. I thought you guys did have it. I guess it's only on TrendSpider, but it's a very good tool to use. But it's basically, you can use it right here too. You can use it as this. Yeah, volume. It's called volume profile. So to add indicators on Webull, you want to go over here to this top left, and you see indicators. And then you want to press that, and it's going to give you all these. If you don't see the one you want, press on all, and it's going to give you a bunch more indicators. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys some strategy I use to find these breakout plays. Guys, take a screenshot of this. These are the top bullish trend plays. Take a screenshot. Top bullish trend plays. We got our rising wedge, ascending triangle. We got our bull flag, our bull pennant, and we got our head and shoulder. These are the best bullish formations right here to buy calls off of. These are literally the best ones. 4 of the best ones I use. Okay, so now let me show you a perfect example of one of these. Okay, so look, this is how you could have bought that Tesla boom a couple days ago. So if you used, I'll show you real quick. Where is it? Let me reform this real quick. Boom. So this is right here is what we call a bullish pennant. What we see is an uptrend and a pennant-like formation. So what do we see here? We see an uptrend, and now we see a perfect a bullish pennant right here. We can even bring this like this. We don't even need it all that like that. That's perfect enough because we see this first uptrend start, and then we see this bullish pennant, and then we see a blast off. So if you bought it during this bullish pennant, right when it broke out, it went from 672 all the way up to 730 basically. And what does that look like? That looks exactly like this bullish pennant right here. Yeah, so this is basically the resistances and the supports. You want to chart it just like that because we see an uptrend, and now we have a bullish pennant forming. So you want to place your trend lines, you want to place them not at the bottom of the wicks. I just did this free-handed right here, but you want to place them right here on the closes of the wicks. Don't do them on the little skinny parts. Place them on the ends of the candles. You don't want to place it here. Place it on the ends of the candles. Let's see if we can find another one. DraftKings. Okay, here's another good example. Double bottom. Double bottom is a very good trend line too. What we see here is DraftKings. We got a 1 bounce and a 2 bounce off resistance. And if you bought DraftKings right here, if you bought around here at this double bottom, you would have been up crazy because that's a very bullish indication right here. What else can we see? Let me go on the 15-minute on DraftKings. Here, this is a good one too. I didn't mention this one, but this is a falling wedge. So basically what it means is after a stock goes in a uptrend and it goes in a heavy downtrend, it's in a bullish wedge. Basically, you want to chart from the top of the candle to the bottom, and you want to chart also the support from the top to the bottom. This is a bullish wedge right here. It's when we go in a clear uptrend and a massive downfall. What happens after it breaks this bullish a bullish wedge? I'll show you guys what a bullish wedge looks like real quick. So look, bullish wedge. When we see a uptrend, and then we see hold on, how did I write this? Downtrend, and then we see an uptrend. So basically, boom, boom. This is a bullish wedge. What do we see here? We see an uptrend, downtrend, and a massive spike after it broke out of a bullish wedge. You can use any time frame. I mainly prefer 15-minute and 5-minute just because I do day trade those. But yeah, these are the formations. All right, so that's going to be what we covered today. We'll be covering more tomorrow. Now I want to actually get into some stocks. Here's this again if you didn't see this. All right, now let's get into some stocks I'm looking at. Tesla, A, B, and B. And we're still on PCG, don't worry. I just basically go over large caps. Like if I like a large cap, I just go over every large cap every single day. Okay, let's look at A, B, and B right now. So what I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart, I'm seeing that we're in a tight consolidation right here. We're going in an ascending triangle. Also, what I see is the MACD starting to curl on the 1 hour, which is a very bullish movement. So now what we're seeing is I want to see it continue in this pathway right here. I want to see it go up here, probably bounce down here, and right back up to this volume shelf. If we look at it from a day trading, even a daily perspective, let's see what we see. So the daily looks very good. We're on break even. We have a bullish hammer right here. We also have an uptrend in MACD, and our squeeze is turning very bullish. So what I see this probably hitting, I see this going to 160 to 170 in a swing potential right here. It's at break even line and it needs to uptrend up. Now let's look at this at the 15 minute. 15 minute is very nice. We ended up with a massive green candle and we're going to look to uptrend now. Let me go ahead and do something. I'm going to actually do this on Webull right here for you guys to see, because this is probably going to be easier for you guys to understand on here. I'll look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour just makes more sense. So right now, like I said, we're going to be in an ascending triangle. We see it's following this support line, and now it's on a resistance line. We see that it can really look to break out right here. Look, once it breaks out here, it's going to make its move all the way back up to 150. We just see a downtrend. We can also see this as a bullish pennant. Look at this. Bull flag. This is a bull flag, actually. We can have a potential bull flag right here. We ran up. Now we're going down. And now we're looking to break right back up. So I really like A, B, and B tomorrow, especially they have earnings. I think they're going to have amazing earnings. Look at this MACD. This MACD looks beautiful right here to curl up to run tomorrow. I think tomorrow we can definitely see it push up to 150, even to 155. Because I come up with the price target 150 because that's the previous high. You see right here, it went to 150. If it can break 151, it's going to push higher. If not, it's just going to reject from there on. But I do have that price target. So let's look at what contract we like the most. So I'm probably going to go with 820s. They do have ER tomorrow, so you want to be a little bit careful. But you can basically look for stocks that have the best volume right here. Me personally, I would probably go for the 150s just because they're the closest. They are a little bit expensive though. I'm going to also go for SoFi. Because SoFi I really like tomorrow. So this is what we call an ascending triangle. Basically, we have a resistance right here, and we have 3 resistance up here. We have a support. So it's kind of going up in an ascending triangle right here. We see a bounce here, and we're going to look to come up to 1730 and break this. We really want to break this at 1730, so we're in a bullish movement right now. Personally, what I have 820, 18.5 calls. So look, SoFi, 820, 18.5 calls. I really like these. I alerted these today. Oh yeah, you guys want to learn how to place Fibonacci correctly? Okay, so look, you want to grab your Fibonacci, depending on what time frame you're using this. So I'm using the 1 hour right now. So you want to go from the bottom, the very bottom candlestick, you want to press it, and then you want to go to the very top candlestick on that chart, so which is going to be over here. So you go from the very bottom to the very top candlestick. And usually stocks are in between the 60-50 range. Right now, if we actually look at it from a better perspective though, the top of this is going to be actually over here. SoFi was at, boom. So that's the top. You want to find the top of that chart and the bottom of that chart. So right now, SoFi is actually at the very bottom. We're going to be looking for a move back up to 19 to 20 soon. All we need to do now is break out of this ascending triangle, and we can start moving up back to the average of the 61 to 50 range, which is going to be around $18 to $20. So SoFi, I'm really liking this right now. These calls are going to be money for me. Also, I want to check out Tesla, because Tesla needs to make a move very, very soon. So what happened with Tesla? Look, it broke out of its... God, I just blanked right now. It basically just broke out of its pennant, bullish pennant breakout. What is it doing now? Guess what? It's forming another pennant. And what does that tell me? It looks to break out to the upside again. Let me show you guys. Boom. So look, Last time it formed a pennant, it broke out. Now it's forming an even tighter pennant, which tells me that it wants to blow up. This also, you can also consider this to be a bull flag. I don't really think this is a bull flag. This is more of a bull pennant, but it can also be a bull flag. Run up, consolidation, run up. What I'm going to be looking at is some 820. Hold on. Let's see. 820, 750 calls. That's what I'm going to be looking at. For Tesla, 820, 750 call. For me. Because if it breaks here, it's going to fly. I think it flies right back up to almost all time, like around 750 right here. Basically back up to there. These are the costs we'll be looking at. They're around 290, 299 right now. Of course, you can go with any other one. You just find whichever one you like most. All these can really hit, but that's the one I prefer the most. Now we're going to be looking at NVIDIA real quick. NVIDIA, I am sure. I am bearish on NVIDIA. I don't really like NVIDIA. Let me show you why. Let me go to the 15-minute real quick. So this is why I'm bearish on NVIDIA. We see it double topped up here, and it can never really break this resistance. So now what we do is it literally went to a downtrend, and now it's forming. This is what we call a very bearish trend. This is going to be called a bear pennant. What's a bear pennant? The exact same from a bull pennant. We're in a downtrend, bear pennant, and I'm looking to break down. I'm looking to break down back to 190. This is my price target, 190. If we break below 190, we're going to 180. I think we come here and touch either this resistance or this one. I mean support. We got two supports here at 192 and 187. If we look it over here at NVIDIA, yeah, SoFi does look good. There's a bear pennant right here too. Downtrend, hard resistance, bear pennant, downtrend, I think. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. Of course, NVIDIA can end up running up. It did bounce off the break-even line right here, but I think we're going to keep going down. MACD is going to start curling up here soon, so be careful on that. But I'm going to post two scenarios on how to play this. I'll be posting them today on my watch list, so keep an eye on that. I definitely think there's more upside to the downfall than there is to the upfall for the time being. I think we can definitely see the breakout, the resistance. Now I think we go and retest this line right here, which is around 180, in my opinion. So what concept am I going to be looking at? I'm going to be looking at some 820 for puts. I like, let's go find them. I like 190 for puts. So NVIDIA, 820, 190 puts. If you want to be a little bit more riskier, you can go with the 180s, but those are really risky. I always go for those. And then for calls, I would be looking for calls over 205, and I would do 210 calls over 205. So NVIDIA, 820, 210 calls. This one's going to be over 105.7, and I would do puts under, let's see if I can find any flow equity levels. So DraftKings is still good. Look, DraftKings ran a lot. It did have a downfall, but it's all right. It's all right. See, this is my price target right here, 186.72. I think NVIDIA is going to go there. I think anything under 195, so under 195, we can start the downtrend. Or to just confirm, we can do 190. Hold on. Right here we see 194.34. So 194.34 is going to be actually it. Oh, you guys want to see PCG? Guys, I'm going to go hoop again. I'm going to go hoop again at 7. So look, PCG guys, it's not done, guys. Look, I'm full swinging this. Look at this. This stock was up here. We're starting an uptrend now, guys. It's just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. My price target is going to be 11 on this. My price target is going to be 11 on this. So this is still in play. DraftKings, I still have swings. I still think it's not done yet. It had a massive boost in the close. I mean, if you didn't take profits up here, you should have took profits up here, but we can probably get another upturn up. I have 820 10 calls for PCG. I got in at 0.14 and 0.15. Pins, it has a gap up. It looks good. So, yeah, I'm going to end it up right here. Guys, if you enjoyed this stream, go ahead, tweet me here your notes. I want to see all your guys' notes. I'm going to be doing these daily. So, tweet me here. I'll be posting this watch list, have notifications on. I'm going to perfect this watch list right here.